This is Loyalty-Based Sales Strategies with Jen Suzuki, exclusively on CBT News.
Hey, it's Jen Suzuki. Welcome back to Loyalty-Based Sales Strategies. Price, it's a thing. It's always been a thing. It's something that actually prevents us from getting appointments and getting customers into the store so we can move these deals forward. So I'm gonna call it out right now, flag it. Price has to be something that we're prepared for. We already know they're calling on a price. And if we want to get people in here, we're going to have to be able to hit it head on, and we're going to have a strategy. This is about mentality, guys. You got to go into these conversations with a mentality that I have the best price. I have the car. The reason why this customer called me is because I got the car and I'm in the ballpark. And if you remember this, then I'm going to be a lot more confident in the replies that I give customers when they hit me with the ask, I want a price. Now, there's a lot of different types of customers out there. Some of these people actually have to have a price before they come in. Some of these people are early phase researchers, and we're going to be able to divert them with just one question. Some of the times we have to remember our mentality when it comes to price. Now, I'm going to give you a piece of advice, and this is something I'm real big on, and I say stand behind your price. Because the minute you allude to discounts or that your managers are more flexible when that customer comes in, it's old school. It gives them doubt and it gives them reason to keep throwing blows. And we're trying to end this fight and get them into the store so that we can show them vehicles. They're probably going to switch anyway. So I'm thinking about how I'm going to handle this price. And my first piece of advice is to teach your team to stand behind your price. Most people are going to call the dealership today versus walking in. So we have to be very good at this strategy. You're going to want to role play it, practice it, talk about it frequently. When somebody asks me for a price, I'm going to start in and try to feel around what kind of a customer is this? So I always embrace a price with a positive statement. I'm here for it. I want to sell you a car. That's always usually my first response, something like this, because I'm embracing it instead of saying, well, your best price is when you come in. Like, what is that? Literally, people are still saying stuff like this, guys. That's from the old school. Okay, so when somebody asks me for a price, I say, I'm here to help you. I want to make sure you're taken care of, and I want you to buy a car from us. What kind of features were you looking for? I need to have my questions in a magazine ready to unload. And I want to be ready for this because sometimes just me getting control of the conversation is going to get that customer feeling confident in me. They're going to start to roll along with me, answer my questions, and the next thing you know, price is not as important as it was at hello. Now, sometimes people don't know where to go with this, so they just hit you with it. Well, I'm trying to figure out what kind of customer I have here. So when I say I'm embracing it, I want to sell you a car, tell me, how long have you been looking for a car like this? Asking this question can tell you a whole lot. Have they been researching for a long time? Have they found have they found something maybe at another dealership? I need to figure out who is this customer. Have you had a hard time finding a car like this? Have you got a chance to see anything in person yet? Have you just been looking online? Things like this. Have you got a chance to drive anything yet? What's going on with your car? Pain point, dial in. Let's get to another part of the conversation and this equation that's going to help me tailor my experience, customize my experience, provide the right value for this customer. When I ask questions like, what's going on with your car? What's got you in the market? Things like this can help me customize and approach back so I'm hitting that value point right on target. And they say, well, we need something bigger. We've had a big. I say, well, I have 3 kids. Connections, divert, let's go. I want to make sure this customer's feeling like I'm paying attention. I got 3 kids, and seating is very important to me. They got their friends, and as they get a little older, how long do you hang on to your cars for? Okay, so you're going to have this car for a little time, so you're going to want a little extra life. So tell me, have you been looking at different brands? Have you driven anything yet? What have you seen out there that you like so far? Engage. I'm here to provide experiences. But, it can't just be all about a price quote. They asked me for a number. I embraced it. I bring value to the table. I navigate towards my questions to figure out what I'm working with here. Now that you get that ball buster and he's like, no, I want a price. I'm going to say, I want to get you what you're looking for. I want your business. Now tell me, the car that we have posted online that you called me on, is this an exact match or is this a close match to what you're looking for? This is going to tell me a lot because he might be looking at another car at a dealership that's not equipped the same way. They don't have it available. I'm going to say to them, so tell me, based on your research, Did you feel like my pricing was in the ballpark? I'm guessing it was because that's why you called me. Is this the exact car that you're looking for? So I have the exact car. I'm in the ballpark. Have you driven anything yet? It allows me to navigate this conversation properly so that I hit the nail on the head instead of, really sounding like I'm beating around the bush. I'm not. Our price online is our best foot forward. We know that customers like you are doing the research. I'm an Amazon lover. I do my research, and price is kind of a big deal. So we know that if we don't get aggressive and we're not competitive, and I want you to know we're doing our market analysis every single day, adjusting our price every day to make sure we're the best. And our customers drive hours to come here. We're actually ranked number 1 in the region because of our pricing and our availability. So I want you to know, I want you to have a great experience with that. So first, let me make sure that I actually have the vehicle available. The thing is that while we price our cars competitively so that customers like you call us, we still have to list every car that is coming into our inventory. Now, some of the cars that come into our inventory, I'll be real transparent with you, they've already got a name on it, a deposit on it. So was that car an exact match or was it a close match? Tell me everything you're looking for and let me see what I have coming in. What's your time frame look like? If you need something right away, I'll tell you what I got right now that's available. If you got a little time on your hands, I'll check and see what I got coming in and see if there's even more matches for you. I'm here for customer experience, making sure that customers know we care. But if I'm not armed and dangerous with the right words, the right questions, the right value, the right mentality, I'm going to miss out. That customer is just going to get a basic approach. Price, let me go get it. Now, that's a strategy. And some of you might be like, Jen, why are you doing all that? Just give them the number. And I'm saying to myself, well, wait a minute. I don't know what I'm working with. Sure, I could give them the number, but they never like the number. And now I'm going to miss out on some of the opportunities that could have been better with me spending time with this customer, asking the right questions, showing that I care. These questions aren't just about putting appointments together or putting sales together. It's about connecting with customers. And if you ain't got the questions, how are you going to connect? We need to find out more. But if I start to say things that get their guard up, then I have nowhere to go here. So I have to embrace the customers. They might be talking to other dealers and and you might be thinking, well, I just asked them, why didn't you buy it from them? Or can you give me the quote they gave you? I don't say stuff like this too early on. They're good questions that are better used later when they already they've got a little intel on your character and what you bring to the table, and that you're asking the appropriate questions to assist them. If I come in, I say, well, just give me your quote. They're going to say no. They throw up the guard. I'm not going anywhere in this conversation. So think about the mentality here and the strategy that I'm sharing with you. I have a lot of different ways that I do this, but you have to have these conversations real prevalent in your stores because it is definitely one of these key areas where people are fumbling the ball and they're missing out. So I want to be ready for it. Price, I'm here for it. I want to help you. When they say, well, I got a better price at another dealership, my first thought is, did you get a chance to drive it? Did they have the car available? Let's check and see. I'm going to be your friend. I want to help you. You need a car friend right now. You're trying to get the best deal. Me too. I'm always trying to get the best deal. Well, I've worked hundreds of customers. I've sold hundreds, if not thousands of vehicles. So let me be your car friend real quick. Let's jump on their site and let's see if the vehicle is anything that kind of alerts me to something that may be impacting the price differentiation. I'm here to help you, and if I see something, I'll just let you know. I'm up front. I want to sell you a car, but I also want to make sure you feel comfortable as you transition into a new vehicle. I know you got some questions. I hear you got some concerns. Let's see if we can't get rid of them right now so you can start enjoying your new car. You know what I mean? Like, people have to feel a feel. AI can't do this. This is our strongest characteristic in sales right now. Connect with people. But if you ain't got the questions and you don't have the mentality and you don't have any strategy, you're just going to be like, yeah, let me go get the price. Send it. Okay, fine. That's some people's strategy. But I'm all about trying to win customers. I am all about trying to overturn objections. I'm always about trying to get customers on board with me so they see the value in doing business with us. It is a street fight, and everybody's clawing for the same customer. So your team has to be experienced with the questions, the value, the fluidity of this approach. This is how we're going to get customers to be thinking very differently about you, my friends, so they say yes when you ask for that appointment. It makes sense for them to come in and see that vehicle. All right, you got this.
Thanks for watching Loyalty-Based Sales Strategies with Jen Suzuki, exclusively on CBT News.